Hey, what's up, AEW fans? You hypocrites. There's something that you guys are not talking about. There is something you guys are just glossing over and just ignoring like it's status quo, like it's normal or it's a good thing. Let's talk about Ruby Riott, Ruby Soho. Wow, bro. How come nobody is complaining about this? How come none of these virgin podcasters are talking about this shit? This was like worser than the WWE. Vince McMahon wouldn't do this shit. How come nobody's talking about this? Ruby Soho got released, right? She was a jobber on SmackDown. She was in a nothing stable called the Riott Squad. That let's be honest, man. I love Ruby. She's a talent, but come on, she was a jobber for 3 years. Let's not ignore this. Okay, Vince McMahon didn't see something in her. There was something he didn't see in her. She was putting over so many girls. It's like, bruh, she put over fucking Natalia. But let's talk about that later on. The point I'm trying to make is you AEW fans are pathetic and just hypocrites. You guys got an agenda. Because this Ruby Soho chick leapfrogged the AEW division. On her first night on a big stage at a major pay-per-view, she leapfrogged all of the AEW originals. Sounds like TNA shit to me. That sounds like TNA shit to me, homie. Huh? That sounds like WCW shit to me. Treating a ex-WWE talent like the royalty, like they are above everybody, that makes your originals look like shit. Jay Cargill, been there every week. What's her name? That Velvet chick, she's there every week, busting her ass. Tay Conti is there every week, busting her fucking ass. Sheeta is there every week. Nyla Rose is there every week, busting her fucking ass. And you got Ruby Soho off her couch, leapfrogging the whole division and winning a battle royal. And now she's entitled for a title shot. She was just handed a title shot based on her being an ex-WWE talent. Wow, bro! Didn't Tony Khan say he wasn't gonna sign too many ex people from the WWE? Seems like a bold-faced lie to me. He was trying to save face. That's a problem, man. Oh my fucking God, bro! If the WWE did this, do you know how much heat they would get? Somebody in their debut winning a battle royal. That's the equivalent of AJ Styles when he made his Royal Rumble debut. That's the equivalent of him winning the battle royal. That's the equivalent of him winning the Royal Rumble. Do you think people would have had serious issues with that? It's like, bruh, if fucking Goldberg did that, or Batista or Edge did something like that, you guys would have shitted all over the fucking WWE. Hold on, didn't Batista win the Royal Rumble a couple of years ago? Maybe I'm wrong, but It's like people were booing Roman Reigns when he won the fucking Royal Rumble a couple of years ago. But you got this chick, Ruby, coming off her couch, leapfrogging the division, leapfrogging hard-working women that's been busting their asses to make that AEW women's division credible. Thunder Rosa is there every week busting her fucking ass. How come she didn't win the fucking Battle Royal? You just handed it to an ex-WWE chick? That's called a entitlement. You are making your originals look like they're shit. You're making ex-WWE talent look like they're above your originals. Nobody's talking about this though. Nobody has no balls to talk about this shit. That's a serious fucking issue. Why is she leapfrogging the fucking division? And she came somewhat late to the Battle Royal, which means she didn't do a lot of work to earn a fucking victory. Everybody was everybody was damn near gone when she fucking won. So she had to do no work. She was handed a fucking victory on a silver platter just because she used to work on SmackDown. And guess what? She was a jobber on fucking SmackDown, and now she's built up as this huge mega star in the women's division now? How come she ain't got to work her way up from the fucking bottom? That shocked me. I was shocked when she won. I thought she would have made some noise, got a couple eliminations. Then I thought she was gonna get eliminated. But I was stunned that she fucking won. I was shocked. I'm like, I ain't think Tony Khan was gonna do some shit like that. That's TNA shit. Putting semi big names ahead of your original talent that's been there since day one. Nyla Rose been there since day one. Why is she making room for a chick who was a jobber on SmackDown, homie? Why is Big Show going over QT Marshall? Why is 50-some-year-old Chris Jericho going over a top heel in MJF? Why is Miro going over, what's that guy's name? Fuck. Whatever. I forgot that guy's name. He's irrelevant anyway. But still, Miro won his match. I'm like, do you people realize just they treat WWE talent like royalty? Like fucking royalty, man. Oh look, rest in peace to Ali. Rest in peace to Brodie Lee. Okay, I loved him as a talent. He was great to me. I felt like he was really missed. He wasn't used right in the WWE, right? I felt like he had a lot of potential. A lot of fucking potential. But hey, rest in peace to him. But even when he was AEW, even when he was in AEW, let's be honest, man, he was handed the TV title based on him being an ex-WWE talent who was underutilized. So Tony Khan wanted to rectify that by handing him a TV title. Sounds eerily similar to Ruby Soho. A fucking underutilized talent in her last company being handed a huge victory in her debut. Being handed a huge victory, being handed a title shot in her debut. having Christian Cage in his late 40s, who has nothing to prove, he's in the main event in 2021. But y'all be trashing Bill Goldberg for getting title shots in 2021, and he's in his 50s. You got Chris Jericho beating a guy who's 25 years old who has a bright future as a top heel. But it's AEW, right? It's storytelling. Fuck that, and fuck you. Fuck that, and fuck you and your ass, man. You are the problem in professional wrestling. Your hypocrisy that you are not pointing out. All you're doing is, this is one of the greatest pay-per-views in the last decade. Man, fuck you. Stay consistent. Keep that same energy. That's all I ask. Keep that same energy. Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose won his match at All Out. Keep that same energy. All the X names from the WWE won. All I said Christian Cage, but Christian Cage was in the fucking main event, so I count that as a fucking victory. To my opinion, he still main event shows in 2021. You got these old guys being treated like it's fucking 2002 all over again. It's like Christian Cage is being treated like this is TNA all over again. He's basically turning back the clock, which is a bad thing. I'm like, wow, man, nobody got the balls to talk about this. Oh yeah, people gonna say, oh man, you were a hater. How am I a hater? I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you evidence. You can't call me a hater if I'm giving you evidence and facts. Miro won his fucking match. All the guys from the WWE on the card. Look, it wasn't a big card. Okay? Let's talk about that. It wasn't even a big card. So having X guys from the old company go over, that's pretty noticeable. And closing out the show with two big names from the WWE. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, that young up-and-coming talent, CM Punk. Yeah, he beat Darby Allin. Yeah, man, CM Punk. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, he has a bright future. He has a bright future, man. He is the future of AEW, man. He is a great young up-and-coming talent, man. CM Punk, he will be a star. He has a bright future, man. That young up-and-comer CM Punk, he has a bright future. Yeah. He beat Darby Allin, who fans fucking compared to fucking Jeff Hardy. He is an AEW original. He's been there since day one, and he's putting over guys. He put over a dude who hasn't been wrestling in 7 years, and he qualifies as a ex-WWE guy. And guess what? Darby Allin put him over. A young Darby Allin had to put over that young up-and-comer CM Punk. But I'm the hater. But I'm hating, huh? Let's keep it all the way 100. Jay Cargill should have won that Battle Royal. It's like, bro, you can't keep doing this. Like, we should be pushing Wardlow. We should be pushing Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky fucking Starks, guys like that. What are we doing here? We should be pushing Brian Pillman Jr., guys like that. Up and coming guys, man. Tony Khan is basically banking his future on ex-WWE talent. He's not banking his future on his originals. They're just there as fucking roster space. He's paying all the big bucks, all the big money to the big names from WWE. He's signing all of Vince McMahon's rejects. And he's investing all his budget into those guys. He's not investing his budget into his originals. But nobody's seeing any issue with that. That's being ignored. All I'm hearing, this is the greatest pay-per-view of all time. That's all I'm hearing from you fucking marks. You fucking virgins. You guys are the problem with professional wrestling. Play it on both sides, man. You gotta be fucking neutral sometimes. You can't be biased, man. Look, I don't want AEW to fail. I want them to succeed, but they are following the same formula as Ted Turner. I hope you know. People keep bragging that Tony Khan is richer than Vince McMahon. Okay, he is. But guess who else was richer than fucking Vince McMahon? Ted Turner was richer than Vince McMahon. Ted Turner owned a TV station. He owned a fucking baseball team. He was handing out contracts. He was handing out $1 million contracts like candy to all of Vince McMahon's released talent, like Les Luger, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Kurt Hennig, Hogan, Randy Savage. He was just handing out contracts like it was candy. And guess what? At least those guys were draws when they was in the fucking WWF. So that was a good investment. Those guys were draws. Those guys were big names. Those guys were needle movers. Tony Khan is signing guys to $1 million contracts who are not even needle movers. How you gonna sign multiple guys to $1 million deals? You're signing all these ex-WWE talent to big time contracts, and you are barely getting 1 million views on Dynamite. So how is that a good investment? You're barely getting 1.2s, 1.1s. You're barely staying over 1 million views. On Fridays, you're getting 700K, 800K. So where is this millions of dollars going to? How is it being invested? Why are you signing all these guys like a John Moxley, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson to multi-million-dollar deals if they're not really moving the needle when it comes to your TV ratings? Chris Jericho is a legend. He ain't moving the fucking needle. You're just signing all these guys because you're a fucking billionaire's son. It's like a fucking toy store to him. And that's a bad thing. That's a fucking problem. Wake up. I'm not a hater. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you evidence. I'm not being a hater. I wanted AEW to succeed, but you gotta call a spade, man. You gotta be neutral. You gotta call out the bullshit. You gotta call out the hypocrisy. And that's what I'm doing. You can't give Vince McMahon shit without giving Tony Khan shit. Rewarding, gifting Ruby Soho a Battle Royal win in her first match in months after being released. That's entitlement, because she's an ex-WWE talent. And guess what? She was a fucking jobber. So that's a bad thing. You're basically saying a nigga like Ricochet, when he gets released, That's like saying Ricochet, when he gets released, he goes to AEW, he will be a TV champion within 6 months. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. A guy like a Chad Gable, if he goes to AEW, he will be pushed like a star. Like, huh? You can't keep doing that. You gotta have guys start from the bottom and work their way up to the top. You can't just push guys because they were semi-names in the WWE. That's stupid. That's dumb. But hey, I'm a hater though, right? I'm done.